Morning all. Welcome back to the alternative corner for Christmas. Yeah, great to see everybody live last night on PAP again. I do apologise for not coming in for the second half. When it went down at around midnight, I was falling asleep and I thought, that's it. So I got up early this morning, opened the computer, and to find that you'd all clicked off about half hour before. So my apologies for missing that. Yes, Dan, YouTube are fucking everybody about, mate. I'll get on to that in a minute. But let's get on to what I'm here for normally during the day. The propaganda machine now is full on. It's just gone batshit over everything. The fear campaign, jab, jab, jab. Oh, we could do this, we could bring in that, we've got this. Fucking do it, Boris, because we ain't taking any notice of you anymore. Even your own people ain't taking notice of you, mate. I mean, you think about it, we've been listening to your bullshit for 2 years now, along with the propaganda. Now, in 2 years constant of that, your good little sheep, as they get called, those that are gonna get jabbed, or those that want to get jabbed, will have been jabbed, or are queuing up to get jabbed. So why all this fucking propaganda and bullshit? We're fed up of it. You know, basically the sheep are doing what you're asking them to do and we're telling you to fuck off. I mean, you're the biggest problem. Not the lurgy that's going around. The government are the biggest problem. You've used this as an excuse to introduce tyranny and fear in the populace. And I haven't listened to it from the beginning, and I ain't going to start now, and many people are wising up to it. And just to prove the point yet again, thousands on the streets of London Saturday. Where was mainstream media? Deaf, dumb and blind as usual. Well, except for 2 occasions. Obviously, the little drones in the Met have got to create their photo shoot through this to make themselves look the victims. So they sent half a dozen drones into the crowd just to provoke a bit so they could get pushed out and marched out. Play the victims. The crowd turned on us. No, the crowd didn't turn on you, mate. You antagonised them. And for saying they marched you and pushed you out, no, they didn't. That was a tactical retreat that was ordered. We've seen it time and time again, every fucking time. And then as darkness falls, in fairness, some clown threw a smoke flare or something over the gates at Downing Street or something. Smoke flares are fine if you're holding them. When you start throwing about, they become dangerous. So I don't condone that sort of action whatsoever. But the police went in way over the top, batons drawn, waving them about. And what do we see in mainstream media about that little incident? Several police incurred minor injuries in scuffles with protesters. Okay, where's the lines that show, the pictures that show and the lines that state where the protesters got their heads beaten in? Or the one-legged gent with his tin leg stood in the road on his own, no one around him, yet your line of police decided to push him to the ground and walk past him and leave the poor bastard there with a tin leg laying on the floor. You didn't even check if he was injured. Where's that report, mainstream? Eh? Yeah. Can't put the truth out there anymore, can you? Well, you never fucking have. Yeah, these people are the real victims. Not them little drones in the uniforms being controlled by corrupt narcissistic brass in a fucking office somewhere. And this is going on all around the world, and they don't see that either. You know, there's no point in being there. They're only there to spread propaganda. But anyway, I'll leave that bit alone for now. That was just my views on some of that. Now, last week I was saying that things had quietened down in Dover there with the channel paddlers. How wrong was I? All weekend they've been coming day and night. Lovely Tracy, TW Media, has been down there. She's been up and down, up and down. Every time they're in, she comes up live, showing us exactly what's happening as it's happening. If you don't know who she is, I know most of you do, but if you don't, there's a link to her channel or one of her videos below. If nothing else, go and give her a like and a watch. If you feel like I do about this situation, give her a sub. Every bit of support helps, and the support helps her keep this getting out there, because it's getting worse and worse. And the thing is, people don't realise that this is going to affect many, many aspects of our lives in so many ways. Some of them only small ways. You probably won't even notice them. But I mean, for a start, we're picking up the tab, which is now running into billions and billions of pounds on this. We're paying for that. A well-respected charity has got involved and is losing the trust of the people because they've got involved and are doing it, helping it. But you look forward a few years to what's going on now. And this is going to affect our housing, our schools, our jobs, our economy, your religions. I say that because I'm not a religious person. So those of you that are religious, it will affect you. Maybe only minutely, but it will. And it will affect things in so many ways. And this is what the government can't see, is the fact that the more they offer them, the more they give them, the bigger the risk they're going to take to get here, to get it. And these so-called educated clowns in power don't see this. They're already living in far more luxurious accommodation than most of us normal people. Disgusting. But anyway, I've been thinking, and that's never a good thing with me, is it, as we found out in the past. Now, I'm not going to be on much over the weekend of Christmas because, as you know, we always have a family Christmas, and we've continued that tradition, no matter what these fucking idiots say, and we'll be doing it again this year. So I'm thinking about doing an alternative Christmas message, and just nipping up to the bedroom with the laptop for 5 minutes, banging it up and walking away. What do you reckon, guys? I've already got a few ideas and a few notes written down. Because after the 5th of January, I don't believe a lot of channels are going to be left on here, because the absolute corrupt, faceless cowards are bringing in their new guidelines, most of which they break on a regular occurrence, but there you go. And I think that's when the great culling will start. You even fart and it sounds like something against the narrative, you will be gone. We've seen it starting already. I mean, the harassment campaign is unbelievable. As I say, I've got one or two people in the legal profession looking into this on my behalf, because I'm sure what they're doing is harassment and cyberbullying, and also the theft of emails. But that's to come. The results of that might end up on BitChute rather than on here, because obviously they won't let it up on here. But if there's legal proceedings to be taken, then obviously I can't say anything anyway. But the harassment has continued this week. On the live streams now, they're not only removing or blocking comments, they're actually timing out people who are commenting in the chat, and then having the fucking cheek to blame the creator of the channel or the moderators. They did this to me several times the other day. So watch out for that new little bit of harassment they've got that they don't think we see. So anyway, guys, as always, thank you for your support. Thank you for the guys that have jumped in and started coming in the comments now. It's great to hear new opinions, new voices, new views. As always, my respects to each and every one of you. I am starting to put some links in the description. Police Abusing Powers, PAP. He's going to have a permanent link placed in there no matter where I am. Likewise, Tracy down in Dover. And anything else I think is relevant, I will drop an email in, drop a link in there. And don't forget to go and over and subscribe to my BitChute channel, because if I disappear off of here, that's where you'll find me, because now they're also after backup channels that people have on YouTube. They know they're there. They've just had nothing in place in the rules to deal with it, but after the 5th, they will have. Believe me, I've read them. So until the next one, people, as always, stay safe, stay strong, and fight the tyranny from the powers that be. Respects, guys.